Welcome back to the Blue Chip Breakdown, Vols fans. Today is day 5 and the start of week 2 of fall camp, and we are in full pads today. As far as I can see, it looks like we might be in full pads. Actually, they may not have knee pads on, but they're pretty much locked and loaded. Looks like pretty much everything is there outside of the knee pads. We got to hear from the offensive line today and Coach Ellerby, and they pretty much just all echoed the sentiment of confidence that they have in everybody on that offensive line. Coach E spoke on how he feels like he has 4 offensive tackles. So, obviously that's huge. I mean, that's a lot more depth than what we had last season. And, a lot of those guys got to play. We've got a lot of offensive linemen that have got some good game reps, and I think we're going to be fine there. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the offensive line is by the start of the season. Coach E did also talk about, just getting those guys that the starting group and the second group basically just gelled together. So he likes for them to be able to work together, but he's also still keeping that competition going. So I think that we're going to be just fine there. Really, really looking forward to it. Cooper Mays was out today. So in his place at center, we had Parker Ball, Braden Kivish, and Bison Lang. So, hopefully he can get ready by the start of the season. He's probably the most important piece to that offensive line. And, Spraggins also spoke today. John Campbell spoke, and he talked about how he took the offensive line out to Houston to get some work in with Trent Williams. And, I think that type of stuff is huge. A lot of people sound really, really big on Spraggins, offensive linemen and Coach E, just talking about how much better he's got this season, how far along he's come. And Coach E said that he expects for him to probably have the biggest jump on film this season. So we'll see. Right here, we've got the defensive backs going through some, weave and breaking drills. And like I always say, man, they look really, really good. That right there was really smooth. I love the way that John Slaughter caught that effortlessly. Back to the linebackers, we're seeing a whole lot of Jeremiah Thielander and Arion Carter. Definitely going to be a dynamic duo going forward. Right here, this is just playing the ball in the air on a fade route. Warren Burrell, you like to see him find that ball a little bit better and get to it. So now this right here, this looks like this is a blitz drill. So this is a different angle from the drill that we were watching earlier. So the cornerback's just coming off of the edge, blitzing, getting the blocker's hands off of them. Something that we do not very frequently, but we do, every now and then. We got to keep the offenses honest. We'll bring those guys out. We'll bring them from the slot, bring them from the corner. Usually doesn't come from the boundary corner, but that's just something good just to mix up. We do like to bring exotic blitzes, and good to see them getting that work in there. Got Mincy and Andre getting some work in. That's Big John Campbell, and he does look really good. I mean, he looks confident. That's something that he spoke on also in his press conference earlier today. That he's got the same confidence that he had when he was a senior in high school. And for anybody that has been a senior in high school, whether you play sports or not, what that confidence is. You just feel like exactly what's going on. You're confident in who you are as a person. And, you start to play with a little bit more swag. You start to walk around with a little bit more swag and attitude. And definitely looking forward to his contributions to this team this season. Jabari Small, we already know what he does. Deshaun Bishop. I really think that we're going to rotate running backs a lot this season. And this is something I haven't talked about too much, but I think that we'll probably lean on our running game a lot more this season than we did last season. And I feel like that's going to be a good thing. If we can be dominant in that run game, then, it's going to be tough for anybody to be able to stop us. Once you got to bring some extra bodies into that box, it just opens up the passing game so much more. It makes it a lot easier on Joe, on the offensive line, and, on everybody else to be able to execute on those plays. Excuse me, I'm dealing with a little bit of a summer cold, maybe some allergies here, but we're going to get through it. Right here, we've got the whole running back room. I think that's everybody. You can take a look at their body size. Right here, we've got Bruce. So Bruce stayed inside today. He didn't come outside. It was a couple of others. I want to say maybe Squirrel White was another one. I think it was Nathan Leacock was the other guy. But this is just a concentration drill. You got somebody kind of messing with you and you're catching a tennis ball. Just something to help you hone in on those skills to watch the ball all the way into your hands and to focus on it through contact. So everybody looks good there. This is another deep room for us, y'all. We've got a lot of different options here. And, I would definitely like to see us be able to go four wide there. That's something that Squirrel White talked about. I think that we're going to do that quite frequently this season. Now we're out on the field with some pass routes on air, and we definitely do look a lot crisper today. This is something that we talked about on Saturday that, we're expecting for the guys to come out and look a lot more crisp, a lot more sharp. Passes are a lot more accurate. It does kind of look like the receivers, the skill guys, looks like their legs might be a little bit tired. I'm seeing a few signs of some fatigue there, but they're going to work through it. I believe that classes start August the 23rd, so they'll pretty much be going at it like this, like right up until that point. So what you'll see, though, is that they'll get like a second wind towards the end of camp, and their legs will pretty much work through all that soreness, and you'll start to see them looking a lot crisper. They're going to be in a lot better shape, and we should see consistency. I think that was Ramel Keaton. It was hard for me to see that number, but this is something that we've been talking about, man. He just, for some reason, every clip that they show of him, he's dropping a pass. So it's not a great sign. But, if you listen to what everyone else is saying, the coaches and the players and any of the media people that are out there, they're just raving about how good he looks. So we'd like to be able to put some of that on film here for us to be able to see as fans. Anyway, though, we're definitely expecting, as camp kind of wears on, especially towards the end of it, to be able to see these receivers and skill guys looking as crisp as the quarterbacks are looking right here. That was a nice ball right there to Chaz Nimrod. Dante coasting right there. That was a little short, but I think this is the first time that they threw deep balls today. Not today, but in this camp. So there could be some timing issues. I know that they were working together all of off season, all of the summer from spring to now. But once you get those pads on and everything, and then too, like I said, with guys just being tired, that right there was Nico to, I think that was Castles, and that was a short, kind of short on that. So anyway, we're gonna get them going soon enough. Definitely not bad for day 5. This group has been really consistent. We're not seeing a whole lot out of them. Pretty much just them kind of walking through, getting into their run fits and working on getting off blocks. But they just, their form, their technique looks really, really solid, and it's been consistent. So expecting for that linebacker room to take a giant leap forward this season. And boy, look at those defensive linemen. I love to see them hit that sled, man. And going through this chute so that they can stay low, hitting that sled, you can see that pop. You can almost hear it pop. And nice footwork, nice explosion. And right here, we've got Coach Banks talking to Christian Conyer. I think he's going to be a guy for us this season. I wasn't too sure just off of his high school film coming out, but the more that I'm seeing him, the more that I just love how long and rangy and physical he is. Haven't seen a whole lot of him in coverage, but it all starts at the line of scrimmage, and I know that he's going to be physical there. So I think that he could be one of those sneaky guys that could end up at some point this season being a guy for us. Something else is that the tight ends looked really good today, just from the practice notes and things like that I've been hearing around from media. Nobody was really dropping any passes, and I think that room is going to be, really, really big for us, obviously, going forward. But, it's great just to hear that sounds like we've got some pretty solid depth pieces there. But that's it for this video, y'all. Thank y'all as always for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and we'll see y'all, I believe, tomorrow. Thanks. Peace.